Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're breaks into the open. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Texas A&M going quickly. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They finally get it stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Red pass, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that. And 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left.
Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Quarterback may change this route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense set for a first down play. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Reese. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds his man, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Give to the back. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sends it back in motion. Lost a throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Trying to pound their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things.
They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Here comes the heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. A&M comes back out with another first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration. Anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game, and even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Trying to barge their way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. To go up top on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
right? That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
He'll do it himself. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the at play. They send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time. They were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
So here comes the Michigan offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job on the base defense making a play.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass. Still on his quarterback, feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan! Looking for the time with the extra point. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. Nifty run there. Pick up of 6 out to the 25. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. So first down will open up the final period. To the ground with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're going back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the lone running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. To the air on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. Lines his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The give to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run play action. Heaves it on the run. And he's got it inside the 35.
We
sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all